Hey gang, it's Seth. I'm making this video more for myself than anything because I want to vent. So I went to the VA today. It was just a disaster of a trip. I don't even want to talk about that. This is more kind of for my sister too, because she was asking what happened, and I explained the first part that I'm not talking about in this video. But I want to talk about the quality VA care. I want to say really quick because I was thinking about this. I do not blame the quality of care that I get or the lack of quality care that I get on anybody who works for the VA. I worked for the Marine Corps, so I know that sometimes you just have to make do with the things that you have at your disposal and the systems that you are a part of. So this is not meant to bash any person there. I hope it doesn't come off like that. But the care, so first and foremost, I want to say 2 months ago, I had a temporary thing put in, a filling or crown or whatever, temporary something. And I don't remember the date, so I'm just going to kind of dummy it down. But they said this filling will last 4 to 6 weeks. Your appointment to get that taken out and get your permanent put in is in 2 months. And I was like, I'm not the smartest guy, but there seems to be a gap if it only lasts a month and a half and you're setting my appointment 2 months out. They're like, no, you'll be fine. Okay. I get there today for that appointment. And I'm only half listening because I have a slight aversion to needles, so especially my mouth, so I'm very hazy and almost passing out. So they take that one out. They put in another temporary and now set an appointment for... Hold on. 1 second. I gotta see. I don't remember. For November 5th to get my real, now for real, crown put in. Now that's just silliness. So I can't believe this. So they're done. My mouth is numb, and the guy's like, well, between now and then, I can't believe this. Now my mouth is numb. He's like, when you brush your teeth on that side, brush softly, and when you're brushing from the side, keep a little bit of pressure on it. Which, to me is like, oh, the thing may just like pop off, right? Because he wants me to keep downward pressure on it when I'm brushing around the sides of it. I've never heard of that in my life. I don't know what kind of VA magic this is, this care. He also says, try not to chew on that side of your mouth, especially hard things. Like, yes, from now until November 4th and 5th, I will not chew on that side of my mouth. And I will make sure when I'm brushing that thing to keep downward pressure on it while I'm brushing on each side of it. Oh my gosh. This is what you taxpayers are getting. You look, it's so funny. You're making me get tears. I'm laughing. I'm like, what? I feel like this is primitive dentistry. Like they're just, they're in the Bronze Age of dentistry. And I'm walking around with this thing in my mouth. And he's like, yeah, if, and to me it's like when. He's like, if it comes out, just come down the next morning to the dentist at the VA, which means I'm going to have to drive all the way down to Detroit. Oh, but luckily gas is really cheap. And I'm bursting with money, which on a serious note, I'm going to get in a minute or in a later time. I do want to give a quick shout out to Wounded Warrior. I'm going to do a specific video on this. They paid my electric bill and I had a shutoff notice coming. That was awesome of them. So that sobered me up very quickly. I want to make sure that was said, and I want to make sure I do another video about that. But I'm going to call them and talk to them tomorrow, make sure everything's finalized. But it looked like it today. But thank you all. Have a great day. I'm glad this turned into a 5-minute fiasco. Go easy, gang.